Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first edition of Superstar SEO Saturday. This is going to be a grand tradition that we start where I put out some valuable and interesting information for you every Saturday that I'm immediately going to renege on next Saturday because it's Christmas Eve and our hero has family too. I built up a little bit of suspense in our group about what domain I was going to be showing you this week and how to take advantage of it, but let's wait no longer. The domain in question is teespring.com. Teespring, for those of you that aren't familiar, is a print-on-demand t-shirt business. I think you can also do other things now, I'm not sure, but basically you create a piece of artwork or some text and you put it on a t-shirt and you drive traffic to it and you sell it and you don't have any upfront costs other than what it took you to get the traffic and the artwork done. So there's a lot of people that have made a lot of money for it, but that's not going to be our goal here. We're SEOs, so we want to find a way to take advantage of it to rank sites and rank other things. Just some quick background on the site itself. The domain, if we come over here to Majestic, the trust flow and citation flow are 45 and 54. Teespring.com, under Moz, it's a domain authority of 78, page authority of 82. And again, these are stats for the home page, so obviously the page that you're going to create will have to have some linking done to it to get some real pop out of it, but we're going to cover that as well. If we come over here to Alexa.com, this, like, if you're not familiar, this ranks like the highest sites in the world. I don't really know what they base it on, but it's the 2,951st highest ranked site in the entire world and 1,444th in the United States. So my point to all this is a really powerful domain, and we need to find a way to use it to our advantage. So the site, like I said, is teespring.com, and what we're going to do is start a design. And I'm not going to make this a tutorial on it, but just to give you a quick example, you can change the colors, the sizes, what have you. Put in some text if you want. But we are creative people, so we're going to use a little bit of artwork. We're going to upload our own, and we are, of course, wait for that to upload. Trivia. I had to shoot this 3 times because my image wasn't big enough. I had to go resize it, and then I screwed up and had to start the whole video over. These are the pains I go through for you folks. So anyway, we now have our Superstar SEO t-shirt designed, and honestly, who wouldn't want one of these? It's the perfect Christmas gift for those who are still shopping. Anyway, we're going to go sell this, and you can adjust how much you want to sell it for. The more you sell it for, the more profit you make, obviously, but we're going to make it as cheap as possible. So there you go. Anybody that buys a Teespring Superstar SEO t-shirt will make me $2. So we go next. Now here's where the real fun comes in. You can put I haven't tested how big, but I've gotten at least a 500-word article in here. But the term we're going to be ranking for is Loris SEO. Loris is a very small town near where I live. You can get really creative with this, but I'm just demonstrating. So Loris SEO, and whatever you put here in the title is going to be in your URL. So you want to be exact as possible out of that to get the maximum benefit out of it. And like I said, you can put a pretty lengthy article in here, but we're going to get, let's see, 1,500 characters is the maximum. Well, there's your answer. For the very best SEO company in Loris, call Superstar. Can't even spell the name of my own company. SEO. We love you. The very best Loris SEO. Again, this is not creative writing or anything like that. It's just to have something in there. And now here's where the real juice comes in. We're going to highlight that. Except we're going to screw it up first because we're doing this live. Highlight that. Make a link out of it. And there we go. Exact match anchor link. Category, I don't know, jobs. And we'll make it as long as we can. You have to to make this evergreen. Evergreen meaning it never expires. You have to go back in and change the settings to where it will keep renewing. But otherwise it'll stop in 22 days. But for now this is fine. This is what our URL is going to be like. teespring.com/Loris SEO. Some other options here, and launch. And there we have it. teespring.com/Loris SEO. Now we need to get this indexed. So what we're going to do is come over here to Google and submit a URL to Google. I know a lot of you are paranoid about this, but it's the absolute quickest way to index. And this would index on its own, but we're impatient. We don't want to wait. So we'll stick that in there. I'm not a robot. And submit. Now we're gonna we're gonna pause for a few minutes while that indexes, and because I have to go to the bathroom. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and now we can check and see if our new page is indexed. And there it be. So let's see if it's ranking at all. A lot of times you can get a first page ranking right away with these. By the way, you might want to know that it's actually about 8 hours after I started this. It took a while to get that indexed, which is unusual, but of course I was doing it live, so it made me work. And sure enough, here we go. Loris SEO, Teespring, page 1, and as soon as it indexed, it hit page 1. You can also see I used this trick, the Reddit trick, to help get it indexed, because that's a link to it right there. So, so just to recap that, you're going to come over here to teespring.com, create a campaign with the exact match title, a link to your site with the exact match, and it'll show up here in the URL, and then you're going to get it indexed. You can wait or you can force it with the Google Search Console. It'll be indexed, and then once you search it, it should already be ranking if it's a fairly low competition term. Trivia, oh look at that, it's up to number 2 now. That's probably because I'm logged in. So this is another friend of mine from OMG who's actually ranking number 1 for this term. So the next step, if you really want to get some power out of this, is to take it and come over here to SendWire. We're going to really power it up. This is one step you can do to really power it up and help push sites up. When my site, superstarseo.com, was originally, when I started trying to rank for my local city SEO term, it was at number 2 for forever, and this is how I finally pushed it up to number 1. A Teespring with an exact match anchor and a SendWire blast to it. So we're going to send that. And of course, if you don't have SendWire or Source Machine or any of those types of tools, you can always go over to Conquer and hit up the best looking guy that you see that sells a Source Machine blast. I'm talking about me in case that was subtle. Send that. Another reason that we had to wait 8 hours for me to finish this up is because I went to see Star Wars tonight, Star Wars Rogue One. It was very good. I'm a nerd. I'm really just trying to keep talking now because this is dead silence. But basically what we're doing here is sending a SendWire blast to our newly created page that should help push it even higher up. But the real juice that you're passing on here is this link to your site with the exact match anchor. You see, I'm not getting creative at all, just pounding it away with exact match anchors in my SendWire blast as well. So this will power it up. And then if you have a more competitive keyword and you really want to hit it with something hard, I'll show you how to handle that in just a second. You can really get some good rankings with these. So you're going to come over here to Conquer, and you're going to find some SAPE links, and the one that I recommend, and I'll leave a link to this for you, is this guy here, Taranov, something like that. His real name is Boris, but he sells SAPE links that are really powerful. If you'll find, see, absolutely top-notch work. I mean, you can really power these up and get some good juice to them. If you don't know what SAPE is, it's basically, I guess I should explain that a little bit. It's a very black hat technique, so if you're one of those people that worries about things like that, this isn't for you. But basically, SAPE is a group of Russian hackers that own a site, and you'll buy links from them, and they'll be placed on the page. And they're really high-powered sites, and then you have to pay for them every month. But you can really juice up Web 2.0s and Teespring pages and videos and things like that with these, and this seller's really good. So come check that out if you get a competitive term and you really want to power up your Teespring and pass that power on to your money site. And then the other thing you can do is come over here and get a SendWire blast from this guy. Now, you might be thinking, what's the value in ranking something like this? Well, think outside the box a little bit. Like, obviously, no one's going to, as disappointing as it is for me, no one's going to buy a Superstar SEO t-shirt because it says they searched for Loris SEO. But think about it for, like, affiliate or e-commerce type terms. Like, I don't know, cute Boston Terrier t-shirts. Like, that can't be that competitive. Actually, it looks like it kind of is competitive. But you get the idea. Think outside the box. Come up with a term. Get a nice little design put together and do this with it. Hit it with some SAPE. hit it with some SynWire, and it'll rank on your page here, and you'll probably make some sales. And you're getting a powerful link back to your site. If you had maybe an affiliate or an e-com site about Boston Terriers, that would be a way to go about powering that up. So, one more time, teespring.com, powerful domain, 45 trust flow, 54 citation flow, 78 domain authority, 82 page authority, and a good Alexa rank. You create your campaign with exact match anchor. You can put a nice description up in here for about 1,500 characters. Link to your site. You can hit 2 or 3 links in here, but I prefer to stick with one just to keep the outbound link going. And I don't know, maybe Teespring frowns on this. I've done this hundreds of times and not had a problem, but you never know. So maybe you want to if you do Teespring, maybe you want to create a separate account or something. Take this URL, wait for it to get indexed, hit it with a SynWire blast. I guess I missed one, whatever. And then if it ranks right away as it did in this particular case, awesome. That means you're passing on relevance for Loris SEO and power from a nice strong domain to your money site. And then if you really want to get the Teespring itself to rank and then pass on some really powerful juice to your money site, you come over here to Conquer and you buy some SAPE links from whoever your favorite vendor is. I recommend this one. And then maybe you hit it with a SynWire blast if you haven't already. And that's about it. You now have a link from a high authority domain with relevance in your anchor, relevance in your your URL, and you've got a really powerful way to generate a free link that could actually make you money and turn into maybe even a nice affiliate type business. So that's all I've got for you today. Like I said, we're probably going to be skipping next week. I may try to update the case study a little bit. I don't know. It depends on when people deliver and what my schedule looks like. I've been pretty busy the last few weeks, which is a good thing, right? So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Subscribe to whatever subscribe to whatever I have to subscribe to, and have a great night. And if I don't talk to you, have a great holiday. Peace.